Hello. So, last time, we made 3 attempts to get to Chapter 2 and finally committed on the 3rd. You might also recall... Oh god. Is the stream as bad as it looks? I hope not. Oh god, I opened up something else. Anyway, so yeah, you might recall that we joined the Elves and then immediately joined the Clerics. And to be honest, I think this is as far as the factions go. I get the strange... like... What's the word? Sinking feeling. Alright, so long. I get the strange sinking feeling that there will not be much more to do with the factions. I feel like the fact that they had the option to not join them at all means they didn't really put much effort into them. Let's make it day... No, we don't want to make it daytime, because remember, we have something urgent going on. So yeah, Crony came in hot, saying that Fox got himself into some more trouble. So they're holding him at the fort. That's probably something we need to deal with urgently. I mean, it isn't. I don't think anything is truly time-sensitive around here. There was one quest where some guy said, listen, you have to do this for me quickly, or I'll be in deep shit. And I believe that one was time-sensitive. I don't believe this one shall be. Don't tell me he's in a fucking dog cage. Just like the Outlaws. Dude. You're not in prison. Nobody's even watching you. You're just sat right here. Nobody would notice if you left. You have a jetpack, don't you? I'm sure they confiscated it. Did they? Let me inspect your ass. They didn't. I can see it right there. They left you with everything.
Well,
even your axe.
Can't complain. Nice furniture, beautiful view. Every 2 years or so, someone comes and plays cards with me.
You've been in here for a matter of hours.
Need me to bust you out of here?
Yeah, well, if you do that, you're just gonna get into shitloads of trouble yourself.
What are they accusing you of?
What aren't they? That I sold them on
It's
a
not
shrine.
Tuesday, don't lie to me.
The Albs' war against the Free People was my fault. Oh, and oh yeah, one more to tack on there, that I called the guys from the Purple Towers down to destroy us all.
Seriously, though, who did you upset to get thrown into this place?
Leave it, Jax.
Well, that's your problem, Val.
Come on, spit it out.
All right. If you must know, it's Ulf. My father. He's one of the warlords here, and he's not exactly proud of me. He's the one behind all this.
Warlord Ulf is your father. Well, that explains why you get passed around the fort like a hot potato.
Yeah, well, it's complicated. Ulf doesn't exactly want word to get out.
What, that you're his son? Surely anyone with any kind of power already knows that.
Yeah, well, knowing it and blabbing about it in public are two different things. And that particular piece of gossip is a little too hot for most, so they tend to keep their mouths shut.
Wait a minute. So your father's the one keeping you locked up here?
Well, that almost sounds nice. It's a lot worse than that. He wants me to rot in jail.
What? His own son? How does he explain it to the other warlords?
Beats the hell out of me. I'm just telling you what he said.
Oh, he's probably just
Kaya about it when I see her.
exaggerating for some tough
Can't
love.
stop my father from being an asshole.
Maybe not. But she can't stop you from rotting away in this dump for the next few years.
Huh. Well, it's worth a try.
You don't seem to like your father all that much.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. A little less polite one is that I hate him.
I see. Any particular reason?
He killed my mother when I was a kid. That good enough for you?
Jesus.
Really? What happened?
The story is that they were out hunting. Pretty far from here, somewhere south of the Thompson Town ruins.
In Caracas?
That's right. Some wild animals caught their scent, and they tore my mother to pieces while my father watched.
How do you know?
He didn't try and impose?
But it doesn't make
Stop
any
them?
sense. I mean, you've seen the guy. He's a giant. There's no way animals could take him. I never believed that, not for a second. He killed her himself. No doubt in my mind.
What makes you so sure?
Ask him about it. Look in his eyes and you'll see. Now, if you don't mind, I'll go back to counting stalks of straw. Maybe try to make a little friend out of them. Off you go. You know where to find me when you're done.
Well, pardon me. I thought I was helping you, and you seemed to be very ungracious about it. You. Where were you on the night of whatever night he said?
Why are you letting Fox rot away in jail?
Excuse me? Who the hell are you to be questioning my authority?
What did the poor kid do to make his own father treat him like that?
That poor kid is getting the punishment he deserves for his insolent behavior. He's my son, and I know what's best for him. End of discussion.
He's also like 30
Fox
years
said
old,
something
so...
about his mother. He said that she...
Quiet! Not one more word, you hear? It's none of your damn business. His mother was killed in Thompson Town by a pack of wild animals. Vicious predators. And that is the end of it. We just have to live with that. Me and my son. Now leave me alone. You must have something you should be doing.
This is one of those cases...
Something's off about this. What's really happening south of Thompson Town? It's been a while. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Thanks, I would have done that myself. Actually, I probably wouldn't have, because... this is one of those cases where I wouldn't assume they were clever enough to write it that way if they... didn't shove it in your face basically the way he just did. But this is one of those cases where, like, the... if that guy knew that Fox was talking to us, and there was any, even the slightest threat that we might out him and cause him trouble, he would also have us thrown in jail. I mean, we've got even less protection around here than Fox does. Let's do a little snooping. Unless it's demanding that I go re-talk to Fox first. South of Thompson Town. Thompson Town is a weird name. It's also the most, like, earthly name out of anything in this whole game. Like, obviously there are some random characters with fairly mundane names. But in general, everything's got such a, like, fantasy or exotic sounding name. Edan, Caracas, Tavar, Ignadon, and then Thompson Town. Something's making weird squishy sounds. Also, off-screen I did encounter a character, I forgot his name. It was a weird name. But he was basically just another character who tries to mug you, and you can tell him to fuck off, and then he attacks, and then... I shot him in the face like 60 times with a shotgun, and he only ever got knocked down. So I'm kind of confused. Since this game says you can murder almost any NPC, but if they get knocked down, there's no prompt to, like, finish the job. So I don't really understand it. Oh, I saw such a shiny spot there. I thought it was a thing to mine. That's not healthy. Alright. I, unfortunately, don't think we have time for this. Really? You're giving me the exact spot? I mean, I wouldn't have looked anywhere near there, to be honest. But, let's pretend. Still looking. I thought I was going to give, like, the big, wide circle area. To say, hey, somewhere in this area. So you can at least pretend you were the one who found it. Alright, I forgot to... You know what? This spell really does suck. I mean, let's give it a fair shake. I haven't really tried it that well. It has, like, if they're too close, it won't hit them. You have to get them at, like, 3 to 6 meters to hit them with it. If they're too close, it'll go around them. Too far, it won't reach them. It also, I think, has some kind of... Yeah, it's not like a single shot ranged attack. It's a press and hold zappy zap. Trying to see how effective that is, but I feel like these spells only really work out if you have someone pull an aggro. And they also don't work in midair. It's the only weapon you can't use besides, like, heavy weapons in the air. It is interesting that they decided to give Albs the ability to, like, absorb ELEX from creatures as a way to, like, get mana back without having to rely on consumables. Kind of an interesting idea, because it's something you have to earn, but it's also not something hard to get. What's the range we're talking here? I mean, it does electrify them pretty quickly, which seems to immobilize them. It is a big soak of ELEX, though. I mean, I'm barely using melee weapons, but I'm also barely going to use that. In melee, at least, can be a last resort if firearms are becoming troublesome. Yeah, that's where I thought it was. Is that... What's happening there? It's a seam in the environment. Look at this shit. They didn't patch up their seams. You can even see where, like, the rock pebbly texture, it just suddenly cuts off. What dorks. Did he put her in a car and push it down the cliff? Oh, what the hell? Who are you?
They used to call me the Iron Lady. Can you imagine that? They don't call me that anymore.
So what should I call you?
Are you serious?
I'm Danya. I'm a Morcon, as you can see. And, yeah, I'm a long way from home. I should stay in the grotto. But I'm drawn to this place, you know? Sentimental fool that I am.
Wait, you said your name was Danya?
It is. You don't believe me?
No, it's just, I know a warlord who calls his weapon Danya.
It's a strange world.
So why are you here?
I come here to mourn. It was here. This is where my child was taken from me, so many years ago.
Oh, the plot thickens.
He was taken by wild animals, you know. Gone in an instant. He had no chance.
Wait, I've heard that story. About this place before. The child. Your child. Is his name Fox?
Fox? No. My little boy's name was Forrester. A strong, earthy name. Given to him by a proud father. He was so young, you know?
Was his father a berserker warlord called Ulf?
What? How could you have known that?
Listen, this will be a shock, but your son wasn't killed or taken. He's alive, Danya. Ulf's been lying to you.
Stop! Why would you say that? It's impossible.
Ulf lied to you both. He told your son that you were dragged off by predators. Fox thinks you're dead, just like you think he was killed.
Ulf, why would he do something so cruel?
He's a proud berserker warlord, and you're a Morcon. I suppose he couldn't reconcile that with his principles.
No, it can't be.
I'm afraid it is. Your son, though, has grown up to be a fine young man. And he calls himself Fox now, not Forrester. I guess so he's not reminded of this story.
How do we know that he doesn't actually think that's
Where
his
is
name?
he? I have to see him.
In a place that'll be difficult for you to get to. But I can get him out of there.
Would you do that for me? Will you help me, stranger?
Of course. Go to the Bastion at Caracas. I'll get your boy back with you soon.
I warn you. If this is a trick, if you're trying to con me...
What do I have to gain by making this up? Look at me. I'm telling you the truth. Go to the Bastion, Iron Lady. I'll bring your son to you.
Thank you, stranger. Thank you.
This might have felt less like a shovel to the face kind of revelation if I had met this lady before. I guess I just never saw her here. That's it's too much drama in like 15 seconds. Like, they could have just gone... For some reason, like, Piranha Bytes teases at some, like, loaded themes and then just won't commit to them. Like, in this case, you would think you could have... I mean, it's probably better that they don't. But some kind of domestic issue leading to a husband murdering his wife would have been more believable than whatever this nonsense is. And I would have taken it a little bit more seriously, even if it was written kind of poorly. A dickhead.
I know the whole story about Danya. Your history with her.
How dare you, you little wretch!
The guilt you're harboring towards both of them, it makes you treat your son like shit. Fox's mother is a Morcon, and she's still alive. You couldn't bear for the truth to come out, so you lied to your son his entire life. I mean, it really would be a stain on your reputation. A proud leader of the Berserkers, with a Morcon.
Silence! Not so damn loud.
Like I thought. This was meant to stay shrouded in secrecy forever, wasn't it? That ends now. Fox is staying with me. You will stop persecuting him.
You little shit. What the hell gives you the right to meddle in my affairs?
Fox is a free man. Unless you'd rather we talk this over in front of the other warlords.
Fine. Have it your way. Now get away from here. I have nothing more to say to you.
I mean, you didn't seem to really give a shit about raising your son anyway. That's why you chucked him in jail. For every slightest infraction. Then again, what do I know? A lot of people just seem to be... There are a lot of people in the world, I'm just baffled why they even became parents.
Where have you been? Ugh, I was starting to think you'd forgotten me.
Got some good news.
If it's today's special, I'm not interested. It's almost always animal lips. Ugh, I mean, have you tried that filth? Cruel and unusual, I'm telling you.
Hey, lobster was a cruel and unusual punishment
No,
one time,
I
too.
went to Thompson Town.
Oh, that, right. And what did you find?
Your mother. I found your mother.
Oh, really? Really? Is she a funny skeleton or the scary kind?
I'm not joking. She's alive. Your father's been lying to you all this time.
All right. Yep. I totally believe you.
It's impossible to have a serious conversation with you.
Okay, you're not making any sense. Should I be worried about you? I'm worried.
Just can it, will you? I'll give you the short version. Your mother's alive. She's in the Bastion right now. I told her to meet you there.
Bullshit. I don't believe a word of it.
All right then. You want some proof? Your mother's name is Danya. They used to call her the Iron Lady. The Berserkers probably called her that because she's a Morcon.
How do you know that? Okay, never mind, keep going.
I know your name, Fox. Your real name. The one your mother gave you.
That's supposed to be funny?
No, Forrester. I'm being serious. Your mother's alive. She's alive and well, and she wants to meet you in the Bastion.
But, wait. That would mean that...
I know. So, let's see what I can do about getting you out of here.
Don't bother. I can take care of that all by myself.
Just wait a second.
Let him try and stop me.
We're not going to.
Huh. Must have been pretty convincing.
Such inspirational and heartwarming music, though. We have a bunch of stuff we're supposed to do up here as well. Why don't we... Oh, nope, nothing I can make here. For some reason I thought I had enough. I've been checking... Some merchants have been carrying the gemstones, which surprised me. I think I've been overlooking them constantly. Yeah, see? Somehow I didn't even see that this time. Until I was about to close the menu. I only got 2 of those now. We might rush through a bunch of other companion quests while we're at it. She's gonna want to say something, I know it. I don't want to hear it. Oh god, I can't sneak through. Sneak behind her. Well, here she is. Where the hell's Fox?
How could Ulf have done this to us?
Please tell me he's coming. No, Falk, not you.
Plan for your next experiment?
Yes, I would like to speak to Thealg. He's an excellent commander, highly skilled in battle.
What do you want from him?
I have observed that one of the most human characteristics of all is the willingness to take risks. We machines are always calculating our chances of success. We have a threshold up to which we consider a risk to be acceptable. Humans, though, often attempt things that are nearly impossible, with full knowledge of how little chance they have of success.
Wasn't that why we went gallivanting in the countryside the first time?
You appear to have guessed what I have in mind.
I'm not sure.
You gonna challenge him to a duel?
Jax, there is a question that I must put to you. Do you feel that your behavior has been slightly unusual lately? I need to experience a defeat, but not just any defeat. One I can determine in advance to be a certain route.
You're saying you want to get into a fight with Thealg and lose?
How insightful of you. I am continually reminded of why I asked you to serve as my mentor.
How do you know you're not stronger than Thealg?
I don't. However, for the purposes of my experiment, I need only assume that he could be stronger. Now please lead me to Thealg. Thank you.
Yeah. I should really do something about these blackouts. I'll take care of them when there's time.
What's that? How is that relevant to this conversation? So hang on, did Fox just not make it yet? Is he still, like, going cross-country here? Where the hell's he even gone? Or is that just like the end of this? Nope. It's supposed to be a reunion. Fox is basically ghosted his mother. And what was supposed to be their triumphant reunion after all this time. I wonder if he maybe just doesn't have the companion icon on him right now. Because he's not, like, in a state where he's allowed to follow me. So I just can't see him as he's running here. Whatever, let's do Fox shit while we wait.
Okay, fine. I'll take you to Thealg. Can't wait to see how this turns out.
No, hang on. This is how this
Follow
works.
me.
Of course.
You know, I have a better idea. Why don't you challenge me? You know I could kick your ass at this point. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to collect money from you now and then, aren't I?
Our investments have returned, a little more profit. Here you go. Spend it wisely. On that note...
On what note? What? Okay.
Jax, listen. We need to talk.
Oh god, I'm farting.
Azotha, Imothega, Amosua, Insulesta.
Damn it!
Not now. We need you.
What's happening?
Bad news. A horde of Skyand scouts are approaching our bastion. We have to take care of them now, or they'll overrun us. Shit! Here they come!
That's bad news. They know we're headquartered here now. Who are these losers? I don't remember hiring them. Whoa! They just get snatched? Look at that! They aren't even walking. Their legs were moving, but they were stationary. Barely stay upright. What threat do they plan to pose? Wow, they're just right here. Yes, very strange. Wow, they got a lot more health than usual. Oh boy. Well, there's Fox. He's got... Oh no. Are you Fox? He's got Fuego Blast, so... Yeah, take that hit for me. Oh god! He's going ham. Let's try something like this. So floaty! Christ, there's a lot of them. I think this is one of those cases where I could basically ignore it because nobody's gonna die. Oh wow, what's happening? Do I get... Oh, that's interesting! We take a little bit of, like, the weird alien damage that they do when I absorb their ELEX. I'm absorbing their dark ELEX instead. That's strange. Kind of annoying, because I don't really get a choice to do that. At least there's no friendly fire here. You know what? I know what's gonna come of this. They kidnapped Dex. 100% convinced that's what's gonna happen, because it just, like, dawned on me. Where's he hiding in all this? Guaranteed. Oh, God. Wow, I got ragdolled somehow. Guaranteed. That's gonna be, like, the new drama. They kidnapped him. Calling it now. Place your bets. Ow! I got moted. You even helping? Aren't you supposed to be the Iron Lady? Is that it? No, I can see... Doesn't seem like it. I wonder what this, damage does. I mean, so far every damage has just been damage. Like, if you take radiation damage, you get irradiated, and it does damage over time. You take bleeding, you are bleeding, and you take damage over time. You get poisoned, you take poison damage, and you take damage over time. I don't think that's our, like, biggest concern, is that little awning right now, Gardock. Why don't you go Why don't you rebuild the walls, like I thought was the whole idea here? Oh, there's Dex. Alright. Whoever bet against me, you win. Dex is still here. I wonder what the hell he's doing while all the monsters were stomping about.
Oh, my boy. Can it really be you? Ravak. It is.
Ulf. That bastard. My father. He will pay for this. He will.
Revenge won't get us back the years. It'll only waste more, you know?
Oh, I guess there's more.
But he can't just...
We're together now. That's all that matters.
Well, ain't that sweet, but we got bigger problems. Wow, are they still going? They're like repeating their dialogue. What do you have to say for yourself? I can't even talk to you. He's frozen. Well, he blinks. But otherwise he doesn't move a muscle. I think something's wrong with this kid.
Listen up. Keep treating me like shit, and I'm out of here.
I
Nobody
welcome it.
does that. You got it? Think it's about time to pay the berserkers a visit. You coming? Or what?
Listen, I got more important problems right now.
All right, but this time is the last time.
Yeah, just get me into the fort, okay? The sooner the better. Time to get this plan into action. What the hell is wrong with you? Too many hits to the head?
Oh, you're the one
Yeah.
ping-ponging between, like,
Should really do something.
wanting my
about these
help?
Blackouts. I'll take care of them when there's time.
What are people referring to? It seems like there's supposed to be more context to those, like, references to his blackouts. And they're just not happening.
Oh, fuck. Too close. So that's what it feels like? Such humiliation?
Huh. You really have no idea. Betrayed and expelled by your own people. That's humiliation.
Does this matter? Why are we concerned about this right now? This is a flashback for the sake of a flashback. And again, just emphasizes that these characters look nothing alike now. I honestly think the cutscenes were better back then. Not by much.
It must have been a trying time for you.
Who cares? This is more important.
I believe you. But being attacked at home by the enemy, that's a terrible thing too. Thank the stars these beasts won't be able to report back to their masters.
Unless they have radios.
We'll soon have a garrison of Skyants to deal with.
Are you sure they can't?
Well, they are all dead.
I'm starting to think they can do a lot more than we know. Maybe even telepathy.
Not to mention, if they don't report back, then they know that,
Let's try to stay positive.
you know, they
How can we
ran afoul
improve
of
our
something here.
situation?
More of your comrades are needed. We should have at least 5 stationed in the Bastion at all times. I know recruits aren't
We have
easy
more
to
than that,
find,
though.
But I trust you to come up with something. You always do. Okay, so... Is there any reason you're staring at me like that?
Well,
Out with it.
I'd like...
He wants to fight you.
What the hell? You, need some training?
Yes. No. What I mean is, I need you to...
Don't be afraid. If you want to fight me,
It's not that.
then what?
The maniac wants you to thrash him.
Sorry, what?
That might be putting it too casually. The easiest way would be for me to provoke you, but that would be impolite. So,
Okay, that's enough. Quit messing around. Whatever you might have taken, I have no time for this lunacy. So if you'll excuse me, I have things to do. More effort. That's what we need. This mustn't happen again.
Well, so what?
I could also strike at him like this.
Let it go. The AUG was very clear. If you assault him that way, he'll definitely retaliate.
Isn't that the point?
Better to leave him in peace and find another victim.
No need. I already have what I need.
You do? But I thought you said...
Even a negative outcome is an outcome, like writing a doctoral thesis. Only a small amount of research is needed if one wishes to prove a hypothesis.
No, it isn't.
If it transpires,
You have
that
to
the
do a lot of
hypothesis
experiments
is
to prove a
false,
hypothesis.
The thesis is still valid, so long as it is adequately comprehensive and accurate.
You lost me a long while back.
The important thing is that you helped me to complete my latest investigation. Thank you for your assistance. We will continue once I have further analyzed the data gathered so far. If you have time, I would gladly attempt another experiment later.
Alright, whatever. Just leave. That's not how research works. You need a lot more research to prove a hypothesis. It's not just a one and done thing. You can wait. I want to sort this out first.
Ulf.
Yes, we heard this already.
You know what? Just hold that thought. I'm gonna be right here, not listening.
Thank you for finding me, stranger. Your friend has an instinct for situations that seem hopeless.
Yeah, he does. And his timing's not bad either. Once again, I'm in your debt, Jax.
Really, you just blew me off a second ago.
I hope.
No, I have to get back. Otherwise, they'll come looking for me. I won't bring trouble to your door.
But you're coming back, aren't you?
Of course. After all we've been through. Don't worry. We'll see each other again soon. But for now, we both have to pretend nothing has changed. I have my role to play in the grotto, and you have your duties to attend to up here.
Your journey back is dangerous.
Don't worry. I'm a Morcon.
We'll find each other again.
We will, my son. Oh, we will.
You make it sound so romantic and it's unsettling.
What do you do now?
Well, much as I'm pissed at my father, I don't think that's gonna get me anywhere right now. And I still haven't given up on saving my reputation with the Berserkers. Not that I have a clue on how to do that. But as soon as I do, I'll let you know. Meanwhile, least I can do is watch your back. You can count on me for any fighting you need. I'll be right there with you. After all, I owe you big time.
Oh god. My IBS is getting worse. Jarks? I assume this is what's supposed to be happening when people start freaking out, like, oh, what's happening with your head? Oh god. But for some reason it wasn't happening with Falker and Nasty. So they just kind of came out of nowhere with it. What the hell?
My head.
That's weird.
I need to concentrate. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
Well, something did just happen.
Damn it. Dawkins should be helping me get over my infection. Instead, I'm giving my all for the sixth power. Ugh.
Oh god, it just keeps happening.
Damn it. Where am I now? These blackouts are killing me.
Well, this was an escalation, wasn't it?
Shit. Getting worse. What did I do? I just lost a few hours. This fucking infection. I'll need to take care of it if I want it to stop.
Yeah, clearly. How about we get on that DNA bullshit? Like, real fast. So, screw you. Right, this one they want me to use a damn quest tracker. So let's do this quick. I don't know if, oh, almost seems like it was pushing us towards it. Don't know if this will get that infection weirdness to end sooner, but probably not. Seems like they want it to be part of the ongoing pressures of the plot. Yeah, sit there snarling. You missed. Oh boy. Couple critters down there. Oh wow, they're fighting each other. El Gigante. Yeet! Try harder. So that's what these are all here for.
Interesting.
Oh, they're like...
That's the first of the DNA
They're like
fragments
spooged all over
Dawkins
this lizard, I
ordered.
guess.
Need 3 more. This DNA fragment looks promising for Dawkins' research. I should tell him about it.
Go Bluey. Oh, I got an achievement. 30 innocent creatures. Listen, nothing that walks around that volatile is innocent. How's the game treating me? It's a thing. You should have seen it yesterday. I basically reloaded 3 times because I kept advancing the plot and not really meaning to, or wanting to go back and redo something before I did it. Because the game was not very clear that you hit a point of no return. Or it wasn't going to let you join a faction anymore. And then I wasn't really clear on how to do the whole bit with the clerics. Because that's kind of what I wanted to do, since I didn't just want to be an elb. But I'm also overpowered as shit. And for the record, just so nobody accuse me of nothing, we're still on ultra difficulty. This is how easy the game seems to get. Yes. If you go past chapter 1. So there's the whole bit where Adam or whatever wants you to reach out to all the factions and kind of get an idea of their strength. And once you report back on that, it basically just shoves you right into chapter 2. And you don't get the chance to join a faction after that. Kablooey. Wow, he launched. Oh, look at you. You're the fucking wallhack bitch from last time. Why was the camera going nuts? Owie. There's one thing I never rationalize in these post-apocalypse games, is when you go underground to an area that has been uninhabited for decades and somehow the power's still on. Also, where's the power being generated? I've never seen any sign of a power plant, like anywhere in the world. Okay, nothing respawned to guard this one.
Aha. Another usable Skyand DNA fragment.
How do you know it's usable?
Maybe this will be worth it after all.
You ain't no extraterrestrial biologist. Go for that, Daddy. Might be the first game in a long time where I've seen no, like, ripple effects on the water when you swim through it. Unless I just don't notice it, because there's, like, no still water that I can see. Everything's, like, running or ripply. They just didn't bother doing any, like, splash stuff. That's what I mean. Like, they just completely gave up the ghost on this one. I don't know, let's find some standing water. Maybe it'll work. So?
Another DNA fragment. There's still one left. Dawkins saved it in my agitator.
Agitator? Agitator? Kablooey. Well, I was just looking for a lake or something. Yeah, here's some still water. Oh, but I can't. Ow. Yeah, look, no ripple, no splash. Okay, slight ripples. Literally only where your feet are. Oh, never mind. That's only in the shallow water. Unacceptable. It says some actual human DNA.
I see.
Although I thought we were supposed to be getting DNA from things that mutated. Ew.
It's time he finally got some
That
useful
pulsates.
results. Ugh, shit.
Ah, shit.
And, there was one more thing. You really ought to...
Yeah. I should really do something about these blackouts.
Do what? He's the doctor. He's got to tell you what to do. What do you mean? He's the doctor. He's supposed to be the one taking care of it.
I found some DNA for you to analyze.
Show me. I need to see it now. Not bad. Not bad at all. But I'll need to carry out additional tests in the field to be sure.
Sure of
You
what?
want to go out there with all those Skyanids?
I think I can still drag this old carcass of a body across the wasteland and survive. Of course, I'd rather you were there with me. I've been looking at the area around the Gamera former in Caracas.
Gamora?
Looks like that's where the Skyans have set up their largest research center. And it's where they keep most of the Skyanid.
We're finally gonna go in one of these?
Can't think of a better place to get the samples I need for my own research. Let me know when you're ready and we can leave.
That's exciting.
The clerics don't need to worry about their rogue robots anymore.
I expected as much.
But it's not over yet. Whatever's behind the machine's malfunctioning is part of something bigger. So I'll have to deal with that too.
Sounds like you're on top of things. Keep me informed.
Let's do this. This sounds interesting.
Time to go to that Skyand base near Gamera.
Very good. This should be an interesting experience for both of us.
Indeed. Wasn't expecting this old man to be a combat companion.
All right. The object I want to take a look at isn't far. Just a little closer to the
Oh, so we're not going inside it.
I'll send the exact location to your adjutor as usual. I doubt we'll be able to walk around Gamera without being attacked by their creatures. So we better tread carefully.
Got it.
Keep going. Don't think about it.
Ugh.
Who knows how long this will last?
You take the lead, and I'll be...
You plan on, like, getting involved in combat, or you're just gonna be as useless as Dex was? Surely you got something up your robot sleeve there.
Why is this monstrosity called Gamera?
I was wondering why these had their names.
The Skyand center in Maricor is Alpharad, the next one Bastion,
Whoops.
and so on. This is the third closest, hence Gamera.
Ah, it's starting to add
Their
up.
naming conventions seem to be based on a combination of function and distance from the Maricor center.
Alright, well, what does Maricor mean? Oh, Bluey! Ow.
All right, let's go.
Oh, he does have a sword. I'm expecting you to pull out some album magic.
Watch out.
His voice when he's shouting in combat mode doesn't seem to be the same. Alright, well, we can avoid more trouble if we slip and slide. I also did clear out a lot of this off screen, but obviously they respawn things from time to time. I like how when you're aiming your weapon, they sometimes just lead with a dodge roll.
Skyand headquarters is in the north.
I've been there.
Most of their troops and Skyanids travel down from Maricor, which is where the main former is located. Ignadon is the closest land to that, and the most endangered land of all.
When do you think the Skyand's main forces will attack?
Hard to say. Here we are. And look what they've created here. It makes excellent food for their breeding cells. Truly remarkable.
Oh god.
Omorath, Tihalgomath, Isola, Kodoha.
Should we start writing this
Focus,
shit down?
chaps.
You understand them?
You probably would too if you'd spent a lifetime devoted to science as I have.
Well, that's not
You
really
can
relevant.
see what's going on here. And if you don't get on with everything you have left to do, we could all soon look like this. Time to head back. I've seen everything I needed to see.
You don't want to take samples?
By the way, your son's guardian.
Ask her. What about
Forgot
him?
about that, dude.
He seemed rather troubled the last time I saw him. You should check in on him. It might be nothing, but you never know.
Alright. Well, is this, like, helping us cure my infection at all? It's starting to get annoying. Hearing the sound of irritable bowels in my head every 10 seconds.
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Alright, I was gonna get to you in a moment.
Where's my son?
He ran away.
What?
What? You were supposed to look after him.
You think I don't blame myself? I was distracted for a second. Just one. But getting upset won't help. That boy had set his mind on something. When he does that, there's no one can talk him out of it. He's got some will, that one.
Well, forget all that. Let's fucking, figure out where he went.
What exactly did he set his mind to?
Wanted to protect the humans from the Skyans. Kept talking about Tavar and the former that came down there. The boy really thinks he can make a difference. Maybe that's where he's headed.
What a stupid child.
How long's he been gone?
A few hours.
Hours? Damn it! Could be anywhere by now.
Nowhere around here. Already looked.
I'll find him.
Just hope nothing happens to him. If there's anything I can do.
Oh, God.
What's that now?
Not this shit again.
Is that why I teleported there?
Already done enough. This is my job.
Done enough. He let everything go wrong.
Then I'll stay. Good luck.
Christ, every 10 seconds something, like, urgent happens. I'm not getting anything done around here. Oh, hang on, what's the quest log say? Epsilara former to see the strange landscape. Alright. Take a sneef around there. Yeah, we need to put a bell or a leash on that kid. No matter what he does, he causes trouble. So every single flying enemy makes that same, like, bird squawky sound. Even, like, the weird aliens with the jetpacks. Or the mutants with the jetpacks. For some reason, that's the only sound effect they could think to apply to that dive bomb move. Oh god! I fell. Be gone. Alright, stop chuckling. Chuckle fuck. So where the hell did this kid get to? Alright, walked right into it. Who the hell are you? Strange bald man hiding in the bush. Are you... Is that gonna be... Uh-oh. Why is his head so twitchy? God, he's an ugly child.
Dex!
His head is so big.
Damn it, Dex!
Is he dying?
Father?
What the hell? Looked like he was, like, zoning out. Looks like one of them separatist boys. Is that, like, Sestak, or is that gonna be our father? Ward ass.
Hey, my boy.
Hey.
You alright?
Yeah, I guess, but... Father, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What's it like when you're unconscious?
Doesn't feel great. It's like someone's stealing a chunk of your time. Why do you ask?
I think something like that just happened to me.
You're infected too?
Bitten?
No, but those formers make me feel... weird. Just look at them. They're so big.
Listen to me. From now on, you stay close to me or Asker. You got it? You're not ready to be out there by yourself.
But I wasn't by myself. Grandpa was with me.
What? What did you say?
Mordek said he would react this way.
Aha! It is Ward
That's
ass.
why he left in such a hurry before he could run into you.
What were you doing out there anyway?
I wanted to see the
So my
land of their
dad is
neighbors.
kidnapping my son to
There
try and
must
get
be a
back
way
into
to
my
speak
life.
to them.
You have to be more responsible, Dex. You're just a kid. If they'd seen you, they would have killed you.
Even the smallest spark can start a fire. You used to say that, remember?
No.
I don't want the invaders to fight us.
Right now, they don't leave us any choice.
I thought maybe I could find something in the former to help us stop fighting.
Did the man talk you into this?
No, he was just helping me.
You spoke to a man?
Uh-huh. And he said his name was Wardick, and he was your father.
What else did he say?
Lots of things, and he helped me almost get to the former. I don't know why you don't like him. He's really nice.
Who told you I don't like him?
Mother says you had a fight.
You should never trust strangers. They can lie to you. Stick close to me or your mother, or ask her.
But, all right, Father.
What am I going to do with you? Do you know how worried your mother was?
We never spoke to her.
Oh, come on. I'm not some stupid kid wearing a tinfoil hat to keep aliens away.
Yeah, this isn't a Mel Gibson
It's
movie.
true. I swear. There's something inside the formers. Like a ghost or something. But really strong. I can feel it. It can help us, Father. We just have to listen to what it says and try to understand it.
Damn it, Dax. Maybe you're right. Who knows? But it's just too dangerous.
Yeah, I know. But now that I've seen one of those formers, I just know we're gonna go inside one of them someday. You'll see. We'll find that thing I was talking about, and it'll help you beat the invaders.
Okay. But right now we have to get out of here. I'm taking you back to the Bastion.
I've been tempted to go into one of
Alright.
those, just to see what happens, and how they stop you. But apparently that one's important, so now I actually want to try. I doubt they're going to let you sequence break or anything, but... Ow! That was so creaky. Do we need this panorama?
Wow. My head.
God, it's every 5 minutes now, dude. Take some Tylenol.
Damn infection. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
It's already happening, whatever thing.
Oh, thank the heavens.
No, thank me.
If something had happened to Dex, I don't know what I would have done.
You would have gotten a
Take
thanks
better
from me.
care from now on.
I will. You have my word.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Jarks. Ara. Isura. Tatak.
He's repeating some of these words. I'm not putting them together yet. Oh, God. We teleport again? This is Gamera, isn't it?
Let's keep going.
Let's not go, because we shouldn't be here right now.
Shit. Again. What am I doing here? What did I do? I'll need to take care of it if I want it to stop.
I'm wondering if we're not being, like, infected by the aliens themselves, but whatever Dex was referring to. And now I'm curious. I want to actually see how far we can get inside this thing. I say now I'm curious. I've been curious, but I've just been putting it off. Let's see how far it lets us get in. I feel like they're going to do some, like, damage over time thing. Try and hold you back, and then some arbitrary point in the game, they're going to be like, alright, now it's safe to go in.